Hello and welcome to some Everquest patch server patch notes update. Test server. Oh god. Alright, let's just get into this. I'm not gonna redo that. Alright. So this was posted February 13th. Today is the 17th, and I checked this several times over the week and I did not see this, so here we go. Items. Loading an equipment set will now properly remove the appearance of an ornamentation from items. So when you're in a persona and you switch between equipment sets of the different personas, you weren't getting the new appearance, so now you do. Corrected an issue where identical augments would not load properly in an equipment set. That sounds terrible. I haven't gotten to personas with augments yet, so that's interesting. The Northern Desert Outlook device should now fit in the teleportation keyring. This is the free item they gave during February to click teleport to the tower in Northern Row. Forsaken weapon ornamentations no longer have the free storage tag. Okay. Charms available in the Lorien song that are associated with hunter achievements should now be calculating stats more accurately. There was a thing in the last patch that made these actually work. Now I guess they're not calculating right. It seemed about right as like 11 or 12,000 hit points on the one I have on my Necromancer, so interesting. The various charms of distant echoes have had their type 9 augment slots replaced with type 25. Additionally, the various type 9 shards of distant echo augments have been changed into 25. Alright, so this is the, if I'm not mistaken, this is the tower's sellable charm, and now they're type 25s instead of type 9s. I believe type 9s were the ones that were used in TBM, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Fixed a small typo in the spell description for Metamorph Resplendent Combine Owlbear. Serene Fruit Splash and Serene Succulent Mango Iced Tea no longer flagged as trade skill items. Trade skills, new recipe for Meridian's Sloth, XI9, so that's what, 19? So that is, I think, a potion that shamans can make. So it'd be like a slow potion, I would guess. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but it's been added. Quests and events. Fix spelling errors in the Final Fugue mission. Reduce the damage done by non-raid NPCs in the Return of Kanghammer instance. Year of Darkpaw Heroic Adventures will no longer consume the repaired keys on entry to the tower rooms. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Our Year of the Darkpaw Heroic Adventures now have a standard 6-hour lockout. Okay. Coin is no longer temporarily granted in monster missions. Okay. Tides of Time Anniversary Tower can now be located using the zone guide in the find window. All right. Spells. Now this was where it gets spicy. So I've read these. I think I read them yesterday when this first got posted, when I saw it. So I kind of know what's going on here, but yeah. Fixed an issue that caused hidden players to remain visible after casting invisibility. Great. Unhiding no longer removes invisibility buffs. So if you have the hide skill and you unhide, it would remove invisibility. I guess that's never noticed it before, but you know, I don't hide a lot. So fixed a bug where changing personas or shrouding did not correctly apply the previous illusion. All right. Added zone-based monsters to the magician's summoning spells for Veil Alaris to Lorien Song zones. Beast Lord, Magician, Necromancer, focusable pets from level 116 to 120 have been rebalanced. Based pets and focus pets below enhanced minion 27 will be stronger than they were before, but focused pets of enhanced minion 28 or higher will be weaker. Now, you have to really read into this. So, it seems to be this is a nerf on raid pets at a level 120 level, right? Apparently, if you read all the comments, someone states that they had already nerfed the Lorien Song pets in Lorien Song's beta. And this is going back and nerfing the pets that use a raid focus. So 25 is the group enhanced minion focus for Lorien Song. And I believe 20, it's like 27 or 20, something like that. We could go to Raid Loot or something and check, but you know, whatever's after that is the Night of Shadows raid focus ring, right? And those pets are just god mode compared to everything else. And this is, I think, a fix to that. So I don't think it'll affect anybody who is 125. It'll only affect people that are inside of the Night of Shadows or Terror of Luckland expansion rating, if that makes any kind of sense. And I guess it would affect anybody at 120 who purchased on Front of Vi, like raid earrings, like I did, and it completely nerfs your pet. So, I don't know. We'll see. Shaman. The Spiritual Surge line of spells can no longer be twin cast. The Spiritual Surge line is the targeted AoE heal that heals everybody, right? Apparently it could be twin casted, and this removes that. Now there's a lot of complaints. There's like 8 pages on this post. A lot of people complaining about it, and how it nerfs shaman healing in half and stuff like that. I don't believe it's that far, but it is a significant change in how the shaman healing works. But it, you know, it is what it is. Cleric corrected the resist poison and resist disease values for the Hammer of the Remembered. Truly have no idea what that is. Hold on. Let's Google Hammer of the Remembered. Alright, this is a spell. Alright, Alakazam. Alright, this is a level 122 spell, so this is a thing that's currently... Why does it... Raw spell data? No, there, let's go to Lucy. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure the resist disease and poison values for that, so maybe the summoned entity that gets summoned by this is like either too strong or has no resistance. I don't know, but it's interesting. Corrected an issue where several spells of the Rallied Rampart of Vi line were casting the wrong versions of Light of Vi on Fade. So this is the melee. What is it called? Like it's like almost like a shield, melee shield that, you know, takes some of the melee damage out, and then when it pops, you know, think of it like a bubble. It gives you a bubble of protection. When it pops, it heals you. I guess it was casting the wrong heal at the end of that. Rogue corrected a pronoun issue in the spell landed messages for Toxic Blade line of spells. Bard fixed an issue where many songs of the Crescendo were not as powerful as intended. Alright, so that sounds like a buff. So let's search that one. What level is that one? This is a level 75 spell. So going back in time here. Alright, so the Lively Crescendo here. Here you can go. You can see it right here. Similar to the Velius Invigorate self heals, healed for 469 after 5 ticks. On top of regen is not a bad song. Keep memmed. I don't know. Maybe it's not as strong as it's supposed to be. Berserker fixed descriptions for the Oh, maybe this is the whole Crescendo line is just weak and not just that one spell. Berserker fixed the descriptions for the Rage Strike ability line. Shadow Knight fixed the descriptions. Shadow Knight fixed spelling issues. Nothing else is wrong with Shadow Knights, I guess. Beast Lord reduced the power. Reduced the power of summoned pets by the Howling Moon line. Increased the chance for 2 pets to be summoned. Okay. Reduce the power, this is Necromancer, of summoned pets by the Call of Skeleton Swarm line to bring them back in line with Magician pets. Renamed the spell lines to reflect only one skeleton is summoned. Alright, so these seem like nerfs to both Beast Lords and Necromancers. But apparently, if you read all the stuff in the comments, the level 125-ish, I think it's 125 for Necromancer. I don't know what it is for Beast Lord. But the Lorien Song version of the Swarm Pet is actually weaker than the 120 version. So there's some weird shenanigans going on here. But it says it brings them back in line with the Magician pets, and my Magician summoned pets can literally off tank. I'm not sure. I've never noticed the Necromancer being able to his Swarm pets be able to off tank, but the Mage one can. So I don't know, and I don't have a high enough Beast Lord on recently to test any of that. So I don't know. All right, AAs. Now this is where it gets even weirder, and I don't know if this has changed since I read it yesterday, but this is gonna get some sadness in here. AAs granted via the rewards should now correctly apply to all personas. This includes Bane Strike, Essence of the Dragon, Hero's Barracks, Hero's Fortitude, Hero's Resolution, Hero's Vitality, and Trophy Collector. Now this is a positive. This is a great one. Apparently it was bugged, so Bane Strike would not work on your personas. So if you your main character, right, you got Megadeth or whatever, it would not work on any of your other personas. Now it does. Now it makes that is fantastic. That is a good one. Now these ones here would get a little weird. Updated the Focus AA. Extended Preservation of Mar, reducing the current max rank to 19, and the bonuses it provides to the preservation of 2 line of spells to 96 seconds, and an additional 62 seconds at an additional 62 charges at rank 19. Now, from what I've read in the description, the comments, right, this is a nerf to the duration of the spell. And I think that is totally dumb, like absolutely dumb. If that is the case, I think this spell should be like a 20 to 25 minute duration at the minimum, because these 62 extra charges are never going to get triggered unless you're pulling enough mobs to trigger them, and you can't really do that in most cases unless you're fully raid geared, right? You're going to get destroyed by more than 4 group content mobs at the higher levels. So I just don't understand why they would nerf the duration of that. It's already annoying to cast anyway. It should literally be a permanent buff. Just make it a passive AA. Just have it on all the time. Why wouldn't you want it on all the time? I don't know. This is annoying to me if that's how it works out. And then they added a new Focus AA, extending Rejuvenating Steel that increased the duration available charges of Rejuvenating Steel by 36 seconds. And based on the comments on this is absolutely a worthless change, and it's useless from what everybody says. Now, when it goes live, I'll test it out. I don't play on test server. I don't bother with any of that. So it's, I'll try it out on live, but from what I've read below, people are not happy with that. So Paladin and Shadow Knight updated the Focus AA. Extended Steely Stance, so this is our like 50k extra 50k HP that we can give to us that kind of fades and whatnot over time. so that at rank 6 to 7 are now free, but no longer increase duration beyond 25 ticks added via rank 5. Okay, so it now does not last as long, so it's another, I guess, nerf to that. I don't know. We'll see. It's another annoying one you have to recast all the time. Like, it's just like, why am I having to recast these so often? It's another thing. Like, here I'm going on a tangent, right? But auras, right? They say permanent, but they only last for like 35 or 40 minutes. But then the shaman gets like the damn permanent one that lasts forever, even, through zoning, and has a, 10,000 range, where all the other ones have like a 15 range. It's just like inconsistently annoying. All right. Berserker Warrior updated the archetype AA Battle Leap to provide its base melee damage bonus as an always active passive. That sounds great. Effective at rank 8. Additionally, added damage component to all ranks activated leap that hits for up to 95,000 at max. That's not very strong. A new max rank has been added for Lorian Song, available at 125. The issue with the auto grant expansion check for ranks through 4 have been fixed. So, that's interesting. So, like, on a warrior and a berserker, right, you have to battle leap as soon as you can to get this passive effect. So every time you zone, you had to do it. Now it's permanent in AA. Hey, why not give more of that stuff to everybody? So you don't have to do all this tedious work constantly. But it does now have a damage component. So I mean 95k seems pretty low at max rank. I don't know, I'm just gonna say I think you should add like a 2 in front of it, maybe a 3, and then that might be closer to being able to use it more often. Berserker updated the Focus AA Hastened Mangling Discipline to provide up to 10 minutes reuse reduction at max rank. Alright, that sounds nice. That sounds like a buff. I don't play a Berserker yet, so when I do, know more about that. Necromancer updated to Class AA Hand to Death, so at rank 11 it's an upgrade over previous ranks. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. My Necro will love that. Updated to Class A Blood of Magic, so the duration of rank 15 and 16 match rank 14, 36 seconds. And updated the cast time of rank 16 to be 2.5. Huh. That sounds, I don't know if that's a nerf or a buff. Sounds like a nerf to me, but we'll find out later. Necromancer updated archetype AA Critical Affliction. So this is our critical dot. So 18 and through 20 are upgrades over previous ranks. So that's a buff. That'll give us more dot damage in theory. Enchanter, Magician, Wizard updated the archetype AA Arcane Whisper to actually reduce hate. Additionally, all ranks have been rebalanced, accumulating in a flat negative 142,000 hate and a 10% current max hate at max rank, which is now ranked 21 instead of 18. All right. Updated Shaman, updated archetype Malaise and Wind of Malaise, so that rank 38 of Malaise and rank 15 of Wind now require a level 122 to purchase the same level they get the new Mallow. All right, that sounds like an upgrade, theoretically. Shaman Union of Spirits, rank 22 through 33, provides stab buffs equivalent to Ancestral Aid, available at 100. So that's another fix for Shamans. Bard, Class AA, Rallying Call and Solo, so that the updated so that the endurance regen, which is intentionally much lower than the mana regen, is listed separate value in the AA and spell description, so slightly increased endurance regeneration at ranks 8 through 11 to 2100 at max rank. All right. So this is like the Paragon line of spells, but for a bard. If you're low on I think it's like less than 30% mana or stamina, you can rally and call somebody and give them some resources as long as they don't do any combat, or you can rally and solo yourself and get resources back too. So it just depends on which one you click. NPCs. Pets will now attempt to equip given items into the left and right versions of their ears, fingers, and wrist slots. That is fantastic. I did a video, I don't know if it's posted yet, but it's one of the setup guides. I'm trying to put like gear on, I think it was the mage pet or something like that, and maybe the necro pet, and I couldn't get him to go in those other slots without destroying the dark ring mail or whatever nonsense it had in its slot from when it got summoned. So that's nice. Fixed an issue with numerous spells being cast from blight speakers in Blood Moon Keep. So that's like level 80, 75, 80 content right there. Fixed there for TLPs. Mercenaries. Zones will no longer auto-suspend mercenaries due to being over capacity. Wow, that's fantastic. Corrected an issue that caused mercenary buffs to expire when their level changed. That would be terrible. Your mercenary is all buffed up, and then you level up, and then he's weak. That's funny. Mercenary buff slots from the Heroes Barracks AA should now properly update when changing personas. I'm sure that calls back to the thing earlier on where all the AA things apply to all personas. Fixed an issue where mercenaries would die on zoning from floating zones after entering a new zone. Unsuspending a mercenary with a higher level persona than that they were suspended at sets their health to maximum level. All right, so I'm guessing what this means is if you're like a level 5 and you suspend your mercenary, and then you switch to your persona that's 125, it'll actually give that mercenary maximum health, I think. Progression servers, Veniki. We haven't heard of that in a while. The achievement for defeating Sandali, the Hive Queen, has now a 1-level grace. Removed loot lockout enforcement for the Hive Guardian of Anthrax, or Anthrax. I think that's underfoot. Let's see here. Miscellaneous. Corpses tired of standing around. All the corpses stand now. It's kind of funny. Correct an issue that caused upgrading heroic characters to fail after recently deleting one. I've never ran into that. I deleted so many of those when I made those heroic videos. I never ran into that. That's good to know. Fixed an issue where the map would be blank after swapping personas. I have ran into that issue a few times. Fixed an issue, or no, players will now have full health after swapping personas. Okay. Made it so all max level personas on account count towards legacy XP bonus, and fixed a bug where camping with non-max level persona will cause max level character not to count. So this is only on Oakland. I believe a GM or a dev caveats that down below. This change is only so now personas count towards the legacy bonus. Now please bring the legacy XP over to live. I think that would be a fantastic, welcomed change. Corrected an issue where secondary weapons could proc for characters without dual wield. Yeah, I think in beta to get personas to work, they had to allow non-dual wielding characters to hold items in the secondary hand, and I guess you could proc it. That's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. Added a single slot to the Hero Forge keyring slot option in the marketplace. So if you want to buy a single slot of the Hero Forge keyring, I think the whole Hero Forge system should be reworked, and everybody gets Hero Forge by default, just making a character and changing this Hero Forge keyring to, instead of taking such a small number of items to actually be useful, and instead of buying a slot, you buy a full enough slots to hold a full set of Hero Forged armor. I think that would be more consumer friendly, because I can't imagine very many people are actually using that in its current stance. And the fact that I've made 6 new characters and none of them have the Hero Forge stuff unlocked is just like, oh well, I'm not going to pay $15 to unlock it for these characters. It's just like, I don't know, that whole system needs to be reworked into something a little bit more useful. And they should add more stuff to it, like the items they need. Like, I don't want to mention another game, but like there's another game out there that's an MMO that has a whole system in the game for doing cosmetic things. You can pay real money for them, or you can get this currency you get monthly. Definitely that whole system would probably be a very well liked system for a lot of people that play on live. I don't know about TLPs. Tune memory settings to improve graphics, memory usage, and performance. Improve deferred loading of textures and animations. Hopefully that is fantastic. DirectX 11 changes, additional fixes for kaleidoscope like rendering artifacts. Fixed Windows 10 and 11 display flickering caused by flip mode. UI fixed an issue where the new UI engine windows sometimes didn't load in their default position. Added center verticality, center horizontally options to the window arrange menu. Fixed an issue that caused the new UI engine windows to not scale properly between PlayStation sessions. New chat filters related to critical hits should now properly save. Moved many combat related chat filters to the new combat tab by default. Note this will only affect a new UI. Fixed an issue where direct damage of players hitting themselves would incorrectly go to direct damage yours filter. Added a warning to the surname change dialog to inform the player that if their existing surname was granted by a GM, it would not be able to switch it back. Now, there was a guy who posted a comment on one of my videos. He said he had a custom, name he got from a GM event or something like that. It was like some title. And then he somehow lost it, and they would not give it back to him. It was a very sad story, honestly, because I think he like won something to get the title, like some champion event or something like that. I think that's what it was. And yeah, they wouldn't give it back because they don't do it anymore. So it's kind of a kick in the dick, if you will. When a player is invited to a group, then swaps personas, the follow button in the group window will now remain enabled. Awesome. Updated experience-based chat messages to use the experience chat filter. Removed heroic character options when creating her new persona. Personas can still be upgraded using the options in the inventory window. I would like to know how to get rid of that besides upgrading my character to a heroic character, because like it's just like annoying to see when you're like max level and it's like, oh, upgrade to a level 100. Oh, get fucked. All right, fixed character creation after canceling creating new persona. All right, added HTML attributes to the new UI engine so that they can easily be centered in any screen resolution. Fixed tooltips not working on disabled buttons in the new UI windows. All right, change the casting window, selector window, and EQ UI drag windows. Previously updated. These were hot fixed in. Fixed to their DirectX 11 changes. Fixed pixel shader usage and applied fix for the kaleidoscope things, which are still being fixed again in this patch. So that's the patch notes, and then they came out this other one here that talks about that just for, I guess, test server. For the tune memory settings. So hopefully that's not a thing, but you can see here like how to tune your memory and usage and whatnot. But there you go. That's the test server patch notes for February. I believe the patch will be next week, so the 20. I think someone said the 23rd is the Wednesday. I don't know, but let's just say it is. There you go. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.